Okay, so the news is out. I signed a 5-year contract extension with the Landsberg Express. But here's the legitimate details and the truth behind all of this. So I'm not gonna get into like any money, like how much it was or stuff like that, but I'm gonna definitely tell you like the details of how this came about and like how this all started. Because honestly, I think now that, in that point of my career, I think I'm just ready to talk about how I really did it, because I used to gatekeep because I couldn't really put myself on, but now I feel like I can talk about this stuff because I'm in a more uncomfortable situation, if that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, so basically this started literally in 2022. Like when I first came to Landsberg, I know y'all remember the vlogs and everything. If you go deep into my archives here on this YouTube channel, you're gonna see just everything I did. I was enjoying myself, I literally didn't cause problems within the organization. I was just doing what I had to do. And this is like the very first organization that was like serious about like football. And when the head coach reached out to me, Gabriel Chambers reached out to me in 2022, it was just basically like, okay, I know this guy, he knows me. And then it was just a connection right off the bat. But what I think made this like opportunity so special was the fact that when you literally, get opportunities like these and you know where you are, like you're grounded and all this stuff, you don't try to chase bigger, like, you try to make the best of what you got right there and there. That leads us to now. The Express was the very first team to actually like show me what a real European organization was like. And people are gonna say, it's regional league, it's this and that. No, because you gotta see what's deeper or what's more in depth with the organization, because everybody sees everything goes on outside of it. They just see regional league, they see we travel, they see we won, they saw we won a championship, they see all of this stuff, but they don't see how they really treat us, how they really treat me. They don't see that. And first things first, if you do what you gotta do and handle your business, teams are gonna bring you back, probably for longer. Who knows? And I said in one of my previous videos last year around this, I think it was earlier this year, that it was my choice to leave Landsberg. Like, it was literally my choice. Like, they didn't want me back. They wanted me to come back, but I chose to leave. So I came back this year, and I guess my stock increased based off of what I did off the field first and then what I did on the field. So if you put those two together, you're definitely gonna get a long-term contract. So the legitimate reason why I ended up signing this 5-year deal with the Express until 2030 is literally because I'm getting towards an end of my playing career and I'm gonna start coaching pretty soon. And I think youth is more suitable because I don't like to tell grown men what to do, because one, they're still not gonna do it and all this stuff. And two, that's not the culture here in Europe. I'm just being honest. It's a foosball culture, if you know what that means, or soccer culture. It's not an American football culture, so you're not gonna make these guys do what they want. And sometimes this is draining. I'm just being honest. I don't want to put up with that. They're more disciplined. Kids are more disciplined now than they've ever been when it comes to American football. Like, I have to go back to my roots because this is where I started coaching, like really, really for real, because in Poland, I really didn't get that opportunity. And so now it's like, okay, it's like the youth here have a special place in my heart because like when I first started, I had like a really close relationship with the guys that I was coaching. I feel like that with the youth is way better because they listen, and for me it's like I don't have to beg them. They want to practice. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, that's just me being completely transparent, and I think it's more suitable for me to coach youth because those guys, they have passion. They have the grit for it. And then second of all, honestly, in God honest truth, I could play for 5 more years if I wanted to because physically I feel so good, but I'm trying to be smart, and I gotta let myself know that I can't do this forever. Like, I really can't do this forever. Like, just being honest, I cannot play forever. So I'm about to be 30 next year, and I want to really, have the best of health, and playing for 5 extra years ain't gonna do it. Like, just being real, I'm gonna be 30 next year, and it's time for me to be realistic about what I want in life. The whole contract this is like literally my first negotiated contract in Germany. It wasn't just here, sign this is the contract we give. This is literally negotiated, and this has been talked about for a long time. Gabriel Chambers, Coach Chambers is really like the head behind the whole thing. So he took care of me the whole time. And so why wouldn't you stay in a place to where they take care of you? This is my biggest point. If you have a coach or somebody that's gonna keep it real with you, or an organization that's gonna tell you up front, okay, why don't you stay there? Like, I'm not a player that bounces around trying to go with the best team to win a championship, because that's not me. If you really do a good job of what you do, it don't matter what team you're gonna be on, you're gonna elevate the talent, domestic talent around you. One person ain't gonna win all the games, but you're definitely gonna elevate the domestic talent. One of the biggest reasons was my performance this past season, because I wasn't just a DB, I was literally a linebacker, returner, a little bit of running back, but that was my decision, and I'm never playing running back ever again. I'm never playing offense ever again, unless the coach tells me to, but by choice, I don't want to play offense, because those two-way days are over with. I'm good enough with defense and special teams. But my performance based off of this season was just something that I just went ahead and went full force on. I had to make a statement this year, like, okay, ain't nothing changed just because I went to German First League or I played Champions League in the CELF. Doesn't mean that I, take regional league lightly. I don't take anything lightly, because as a competitor, you don't ever want to take anybody that steps in front of you light, because I want to beat the living breaks off of whoever lines up against me. I don't care who it is. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, it doesn't matter. So yeah, this season was just based off of performance and what I did off the field. Yeah, it's just, for me, it's really crazy, man. I'm just thankful. I don't have no complaints. I'm just enjoying every single moment, because again, everybody doesn't get these opportunities, but the 5-year contract is something that I've never got before. I'm not allowed to speak on the money, because the money is nobody's business. So it is what it is. I'm just thankful. Like, I'm happy about it, and I'm always gonna be happy here. And now I'm just to the point in my life where I just want more privacy for me and my girlfriend, and then just right off into the sunset. So yeah, that's really how it went down and all this. But the contract negotiations with Marcus, Gabriel, and Julius, it was a while when we got there, and we had to get some stuff done, but we got it done. So I'm not trying to gamble. I'm just trying to have fun and just do what I love doing. So.